Reviewer, and guess what? It's the holiday season again. Hey, Shockwave, do you know what I love about the holidays?
The gifts.
No, but that's good.
The family get together.
Great too, but I was thinking something different.
Watching Star Wars like it's a Christmas special. More than the Christmas special.
Shockwave, come on. It's the greedy corporations trying to sell stuff to idiots that are just buying more and more gifts each year.
What's so great about that?
Because I'm one of those idiots. Go!
I bet you're wondering why review Ultra Magnus for a Christmas special. Well, look at last year's special. Do I look like I give a damn? I guess I just feel like it, but if it helps, I remembered an IDW cover I have where they decorate him like a tree. It counts, right? Day 3. They still haven't realized I'm not a tree. Okay, cool, bro! Ultra Magnus is the commander of the Autobots, starting off in the 1986 animated film that actually mattered. In the IDW comics, this toy seems to take inspiration from. Magnus has actually died, and a little Autobot named Minimus Ambus or something decided, I'm a cosplay as Ultra Magnus. That's not offensive at all. Front of the card. Back at the card. Duh. I've got a question. Why isn't Generations doing Micromasters? Minimus Auschwitz transforms into the brave little automobile. Look how tiny this is. Compared to a Cyberverse, this is, what, Cyberverse? Can you get any more cyber than that? The paint is alright, nothing spectacular and somewhat sloppy, but at this size, I don't expect much. Doesn't hold itself as much as I want. These tabs aren't the best, but you can still mess around with the toy. No wheels, so rolling is out of the question. Just wish you could store it secretly in the Ultra Magnus figure, like a special cockpit or something. That'd be kinda cool, but the figure is cool nonetheless. Smaller than a Legion class and stings like arthritis. With the face of a Greenbed Kingsley. The paint is simple, but does the job. However, the sculpting looks incredible. Just look at that magic Mike body!
Ew! Why does a robot have facial hair? They're not supposed to have facial hair, they're a robot! This is disgusting!
Because it gives him character, you uncultured pleb! He's adorable, alright, but with tiny size comes tiny sacrifice. The articulation is limited down to the ball joints in the shoulders, hips, and a hinge in the knee. Not a lot, but if he could propose, he could make someone happy. How he question where his allegiance lies with those red eyes, but then I remember the Autobot logo butt flap, and it all makes sense. If you're not into this, you could go for the Takara Alpha Tron one. Why though? Simple, but of course, this isn't all. Ultra Magnus, or the armor, transforms into a car carrier. One thing you need to know is, Hasbro, you did good. With the exception of the unpainted bits on the trailer, I'm not sure what to complain about. The cab section looks amazing, but I can't drive it for a few reasons. 1, I have no license. 2, it's a toy, moron. And 3, those windows are teeny tiny. Side-to-side motion, that's some good shit right there! To its credit, there's an aggressive tone. Just looking at this, and I feel like I need to put frozen peas on my face, because I feel like I was punched in the face. The cab section doesn't transform into its own figure. However, you can flip up the head. John Ironhide was a great idea. You can also unscrew the disc out to separate the two. Hell, with the peg on the trailer, you can sit this on top and it's like nothing happened. Would you trust a carrier with rockets on top? Where's my car going? Where are you taking it? You can add the handheld weapons to a few holes on the legs if you like, but I'm sorry, look at how small the ladders are. You can open the back section and store an average deluxe car, or store one on the top if you like for transportation. Or they could drive themselves, those lazy millennial fucks! Just keep in mind, for some reason when you close the doors on the back, something usually untabs itself. Ugh, how can I stay mad? Maybe if there were indents so the figures inside don't move around too much during play, but that's nitpicking, and with that, robot mode! Ultra Magnus in robot mode, and I'm sorry, this thing is fucking wonderful. I think I have to cry. Am I allowed to cry? Contract says no, but fuck the contract. This particular design seems to blend the original with the IDW Matumti artwork, but with no wheel arms. Unlike the Titans Returns Galvatron's stupid head, Ultra Magnus is just dashing. I mean, holy crap, this might be the best and most solid head design I've seen for this character. minus the hollow part. But no worries, this is part of a gimmick! Just open up the chest, sit Minimus Ambus inside, close it up, cover the face, and that was anticlimactic. This is to tie into the IDW comics, but usually I leave him out for 2 reasons. 1, he's alright by his own, and 2, he's really hard to get out of. I feel like I'm gonna break it. Did someone say, articulation? Head side to side, neck. Okay, shoulder bits move out of the way for in and out movement, forward and back, rotation below, elbow joint, hand opens, hips out and in, forward and back, rotation below, knee joint, and 2 joints in the foot. So how's the Trump Towers doing? Damn, I love these things. You can never go too long, though he might be compensating for something. Minimus Ambus. If you like to leave the cab and trailer disconnected, don't worry. The cab wraps around the back and the trailer wraps around the cab itself. So even though they're separated, you can still transform it perfectly fine. If only I could say the same for the weapons! These shoulder rockets are perfectly fine using the basic pegs, but the 2 handheld weapons do not stay in the hands. They decide to make the handles specific for these hands, but they don't wrap around securely. As soon as you move the ratchet joints, oopsie poopsie, why was this so hard? It's a weapon in the hand. They've been doing this for years. You had one job and you fucked it up. I just want my damn gold timbers! You can combine the weapons to make a hammer. There's a few things you could do with this. You can have the rockets facing forward, backwards as propulsion or whatever, or sideways as a flat surface. I like the idea, but it just doesn't work. The handle sits way too high, and with the lack of hand motion, it's hard to pull off a dynamic pose. And this just spins and spins and spins and spins and spins. Ah! I just plug the weapons on the legs so they get out of the way. Other than that, the figure has some wiggle room in the hips and shoulders, and the feet could be tighter. Other than that, he looks like a fucking champion. They filled in the back of the legs. Thank you, Santa. Ultra Magnus may not be perfect, but for a figure that's not as expensive as the masterpiece, ew, this is nowhere near bad. Magnus looks and feels great. He's always had an intriguing design, but this completely celebrates it. I'm so happy to have this toy in my generation's collection. And it was about time they did the full thing and not just an Optimus Prime repaint. Hell, he came later. Whether you buy the Platinum Edition pack, Takara, or simple release, it's really hard to stay mad at this guy. I have to thank Lazy Eyebrow Reviewer. We've met a few times and I bought this from him at a local toy fair. Go ahead, check him out. He's announced that he's putting his channel behind for his family, and I respect that. We'll miss you. And to the viewers out there, I want to simply say, happy holidays.